Hi besties, welcome back to the channel. This is So with Somi. On today's tutorial, I'll be showing you how I made this stylish top. So if you're new to the channel, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. For this tutorial, I made use of 2 yards of crepe. So here I have my pattern of my fabric on fold, and the only difference between the front and the back is I added 1 zipper allowance for the back, and I've marked out my starting line. So we'll be marking out our vertical measurements. From the starting line, I'm going to come down 9 inches for my chest line. So to get your chest line, divide your round bust by 6, whatever that gives you, add 1.5 inches to that. Then I came down 16 inches for my waist. And for my hip length, I marked 25 inches. That is for my hip points. So for the full length of my top, I made use of 30 inches, and I regret it so much. I wish I made at least 35 or 40 inches so that it will be as long as the one we are trying to recreate. So please, if you want yours to be as the one we are trying to recreate, make it longer. I think it will be finer when it's longer. So I'll still recreate this top. So this is my waistline. I'm just marking it out well. So I'll be putting my round shoulder measurement. So my shoulder is 15. 15 divided by 2 will give you 7.5. So I marked my shoulder line on the starting line, and I'm marking the same 7.5 on the chest line. I'll connect the 2 points together. So for the neck width, I made use of a neck width of 4 inches. Then I came down 3 inches for the depth. So I'm making use of this neckline for both the front and the back piece, because we are cutting a mono strap, that is a one shoulder top. Now I'm going to come down 1 inch for my shoulder slope, and I'll connect the neckline to the 1 inch that we came down. So I'll divide what I have left on the armhole. I have 8 inches. Half of 8 is 4. On that point, I came in by half an inch. On the chest line, I'll divide my round bust by 4. I'll mark that. So I'll connect the 3 points together to cover out my armhole. So we are just drafting out a basic bodice. So I'll add 1 inch for stitching allowance. On the waistline, I'll divide my round waist by 4. I'll mark that. Then I'm going to add 1 inch for stitching allowance. I'll connect the chest line to the waistline this way. On the hip line, I'll divide my round hip by 4. I'll mark, then I'll add 1 inch stitching allowance. So whatever I have on the hip line, I'll mark that on the full length of the top. Now with the help of my ruler, I'll connect all the points together this way. So I'll use my hands to shape it out. On the shoulder line, I'll be adding half an inch to that shoulder line, because we'll be using that half inch to join the shoulders together. All we have to do now is just to cut out the excess we have. So guys, if you have watched up to this point, before we get back to the video, please do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions, the comment section is always open for you to drop your comments and your questions. And if you request any of my videos, you can send me a DM or pictures at So with Somi on Instagram. So after cutting out, this is what I have. I'll take out the front piece so that we can open up the zipper allowance for the back. So we'll just open up the zipper allowance for the back piece. So after opening up, I'll take it to the machine. I'm going to close the zipper allowance that we just marked. I'll do that and bring it back to show you what I have. So after closing the zipper allowance, this is what I have. So I'll place the front piece on the back piece so that we can cut out our mono strap. So I'll place them together, making sure the sides are matching, the shoulders are matching. So this fabric was moving a whole lot, like it is light. So with the help of my pin, I'll use it to hold it down this way. So after pinning, this is what I have. So before we go to cut our mono strap, we're going to take a look at this dress again. So this is what we are going to cut now. So from the shoulder line, I came in by half an inch. Now I'm going to connect it from the half an inch to the other side of the armhole. Just watch carefully what I'm doing. So as I'm explaining, my hands are doing the job. And if there is any place you don't understand, just watch it and rewatch it. It's very easy. So from the shoulder line, I came in by half an inch. Then I connected it to the other side of the armhole. So depending on which side you want your one shoulder to be, whether the left or the right side. So after that, I measured what I have. I have 2 inches. So I felt that the neckline was high. So I came down by 3 inches and I reconnected. So you can come down by 4 inches depending on how low you want your mono strap to be. So I don't want my chest or my armhole to show. That's why I came down 3 inches. So after marking that, I'll cut off the excess I have there. So remember, we are cutting both the front and the back piece together. That is why I closed my zipper allowance. So now to get the slanted waistline, I'm going to place my tape on the shoulder line. So I'll mark out the waistline in case if you don't know where my waistline is. So this is my waistline. So from that waistline, I came down by 5 inches because the slanted waistline did not start exactly on the waistline. And I'll slant it to the other side of the top. So just watch carefully. So I came down 5 inches and I slanted it to the other side of the top. So I'll use my ruler to connect from that 5 inches to the other side of the top. So after connecting, this is what I have. I'll just cut off the excess we have there. So now we are done. So we're going to take off the pins. Then we're going to stitch with 1 inch allowance we added. And before you do that, if you don't want to add the extra strap, at this point, you're just going to hem it this way or you use a bias to run it. But for mine, I'm going to cut out a facing. So I'll cut out the facing and bring it back. So here, I'm done cutting out the facing for my fabric and I've cut out the strap I'll be adding. So for my strap, the length of my strap is 13 inches. So to add the strap, I came in here by 2 inches. But after marking that, I realized that it was too small. So later, I went in by 4 inches. Remember, we're still going to use 1 inch to stitch. So you're going to go in by your that measurements. Like mine is 4 inches. So I later went in by 4 inches. After going in by 4 inches, I placed my facing on it this way. So I closed the neckline with half an inch this way, all the way down. Watch the way my hands are going. And I equally closed my armhole side this way with half an inch. So for the back pieces, this is what I have for the 2 back pieces. So I've equally cut out facing for them. I'll place it this way. I'll close the armhole side with half an inch all the way down. And I'll equally do the same for the other side, leaving the shoulders open. So for the other side of the back piece, I equally cut out a facing for it. So I'll be stitching the upper parts of the neckline with half an inch. So I'll do that. I'll bring it back to show you what I have. So after stitching, this is what it came out looking. So for the strap, I've inserted it to the back piece this way. So I've inserted it to the back piece. So I came in on the side too by 4 inches for the back piece. So I inserted it before turning it with my neckline. So I lost a clip of when I did that. So I'm going to stitch them with 1 inch on the side. I'll equally do the same for the other side. Right side facing each other. I'll stitch the shoulder with half an inch and I'll stitch the side with half an inch. I'll do that and bring it back. So after stitching, this is how everything came out looking. So this is how it is. So next we are going to measure the down part. So measure so that we'll know what the amount of fabric we are cutting at. So for this side, you can decide to cut out a flare for it. But mine, I made use of ruffles. So after measuring, I got 43 inches. So here I've cut out a fabric. So here I have like 2 yards of long fabric. And the length is 7 inches. So I've hemmed the down part. At the upper part, I've run a loose stitch on the upper part. So all I will do here is just to gather it together. So I'll gather it to that 43 inches. So after gathering, this is what I have. Now I'll take it to the machine. I'll place it right side facing each other this way. And I'll run half an inch stitch on it all the way down. So after running the stitch, this is what I have. Everything came out looking so nice and perfect, and I've equally added my zipper to it. So this is what the inside looks like. So guys, thank you so much for watching up to this point. If you have any questions, you can ask me on the comment section. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel and on your post notification button. I'll see you on my next video. Bye.